Alright, my next little tutorial will be carrying on this house I was creating. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually cut out of this ceiling this part which is hanging over, and I'm going to cut this part off the roof beam here. So how am I going to go about doing that? Well, first things first, I'm going to actually copy this. So Control V and Control C, Control V, because what I want to do is I want to make this ceiling. To grab hold of the second one I've created now. That's a bit annoying. Let me try and grab it. That one. There it is. I don't know why that ended up on the roof, but fair enough. I'm going to scroll that upwards. I'm going to drop this in the ground floor. There we go. Basically, I want a copy of that just purely because it's going to be perfect for the ground floor's ceiling roof combo. Well, ceiling floor combo. Now I'm going to use this. So what I want to do is I want to get some cuts in this to basically take out this excess area. Now, to do this, what I need to do is I need to grab hold of each of these walls and I need to create a copy of them. So Control C, Control V. And it's created these ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, not including that one. And I'm just going to drag these down. Up even. I'm going to pop them outside just so I can tell the difference between my cutting tool and the ones that are just the actual walls. Now, next plan, I'm going to use these to create a boolean that's going to cut this part apart, this part open. So again, I'm going to select some of these walls and I'm just going to make them a larger size. Now, I have to be careful about how I do this, because if I make them too big, or at least if I make them too big, I'm going to cut too much, and if I make them too small, then they're not going to cut enough at all. So it's a bit of a process of getting things in just the right position. So let me push this one a bit further along. Basically what I need to do is make sure that it intersects here without completely going all over the place. Okay, so that was okay, and I think actually I only need to use this second one here. I might not need to use the other two copies for this, but I've created them just to make sure. Okay, so this one, again, I'm going to shrink this down, move it up. Gonna expand it along the X all the way like that. Okay, so this is just so I can actually create a full cut of this roof. Now I'm gonna just click and hide that one so I can properly select this ceiling and roof area. And then I'm going just to add a boolean. So in what you do is you go into these properties, you add a boolean, and then you select one of these blocks, these cutting blocks. Now make sure it's on difference. Okay, intersect will delete the wrong part. Union, chance that it simply won't delete anything. It'll actually combine this big block and this. So what I want is to remove the difference, which is that there. You can see that a cut's been made. Now I'm going to add a new boolean. This time I'm going to select this second block, and what we should be able to do then is we should be able to make that permanent. Now what do I mean by that? Well, if I just show you here, if I move this roof upwards, this ceiling up, it's not permanent yet. In fact, what it does is it'll only work while it's intersecting these blocks. So in order to make this permanent, what I need to do is I need to go into Object, Apply, Visual Transform to Mesh, and this time we get a permanent change. I've gone and sent that flying off somewhere. There we go, you can see a beautiful permanent change. Now I'm just going to delete my excessive walls because I don't need them anymore because the cut's been a success. And now this is ready to happily slot back downwards nicely. And you can do that with any work that you need to do a Boolean on. Now, what I need to do as well now is I need to pretty much fix this one up as well. In order to do that, I'm not going to create a new one of this because I don't think I should need to worry about that right now. But I'm going to select this, I'm going to add a Boolean, I'm going to select, I'm going to click on this wall, and you can see what's happened is it's basically cut to there. Now that's not ideal because of, you know, all of this part basically hanging off, and then you've got a slight tapering on this side. So it's obvious that what I need to do now to get this to work right is I'm going to have to create a copy of this, and that copy, there it is. Okay. Oh no, that's not my copy. Where's my copy? Would be useful if I knew where my copy was. What's that copy called? Sometimes it's so hard to find what your copies are called out. There we go, it's gone down to balcony. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand this slightly on the X. Move it backwards along the X a tiny bit. I need it to basically intersect this whole thing. I need to expand it along the Y so it cuts out everything. Good. Now I'm ready for my Boolean. So I'll just delete that. Add Boolean. Select. This is the cutting. Make sure it's on difference because I don't want the intersection. I don't want to join them. So again, difference is perfect here. And then again, Object, Apply, Visual Geometry, delete the excess, and there we go, I've now sorted that out. And that's how simple it is actually just to basically do some Booleans and basically create cuts. Just unhide things here because things have been hidden that I don't want to be hidden. There we go. Right, so you can see now I've actually started to get some nice cuts in now and everything, and that's it. That's how we've managed to get that, basically that, what's going to be a concrete ceiling stroke top of the house roof area, all nicely done. And that's it. That's how simple that is. And we're getting to a point now on this actually where we're going to be potentially able to start really adding some detail. So far it's just like a very oddly shaped box, but it is getting closer and closer all the time to the point that I want. But there we go, that's how we create basically an odd shaped ceiling floor area, and I've used Booleans to actually cut into objects. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.